I'm going to go over this quickly. I want a few people to hear me out on this because I see videos where everyone's just talking about how Ultron's dog shit over and over and over. And I've gotten a chance to play with Ultron. And do I think Ultron could use some slight buffs? I think he might. Maybe just a tiny bit. But not to the extent that people are making him out to be. I want to see some professional players get a hold of this character inside of the meta that is potentially about to occur. Because you could maybe put like a Hela on this character and they'd be doing stuff. The drone, the fact that he can heal and also damage at the same time, that's pretty big. Think of something like Invis Woman, she can do that also. Rocket, he cannot do that. The drone can heal multiple people at the same time. It messes up a lot of thresholds, messes up burst a little bit, but at the end of the day, I think people are kind of saying he's weak because burst is king in this game. If you can burst things down, you are instantaneously meta. And if you can do that with ease and efficiency, it instantly becomes meta. That, and I mean, that's why ultimates are so good, right? They're these abilities that you farm up. You can use them secure and burst things, combo ult things. So any character that can't really fight this type of burst and these combo oriented things and whatnot, they kind of trickle down in the meta a little bit. So I get it. I see why, people think Ultron's trash, and that would be the reason why he wouldn't be that good potentially. But he does have a lot of versatility to his kit in other ways, even if he may not be the most extreme kind of meta character. Like Adam's obviously still meta, Loki's still meta, Luna's about to be crazy, just everything's bumped up on her. She's extreme meta. Invis Woman still Invis Woman. So the thing with Ultron is, though, he's a flyer. We're about to enter a meta potential of like 4 different things that can occur. So right now, it's like shield meta kinda. Strange is still played sometimes. Magneto still played heavily. Emma's still played heavily right now. Hela is still played. Psylocke is for ult farming in her burst. It's toned down a little bit, but she can still do the thing. Star-Lord for farming his ult. They toned that down a little bit, but he can still do it. Res comp with Adam, Mantis, Star-Lord. Like, these are really good comps. So a lot of the pro meta comps with shield, ult farming, burst, ease ability, chunking, hit scan type characters, and res comp, of course, these will still be meta, and they still have their potential, right? Well, something that also could go into the fray a little bit, we'll have to see how good Jeff's neutral is. So he's got some stuff to him. He can build ult incredibly quick from my testing. He can heal and damage at the same time. That's actually pretty big stuff there. We'll have to see how truly good Jeff's neutral is, because if it's decent enough, that Storm and Jeff team up is a straight up crutch. I'll tell you that right now. You're going to have Magnetos that nuke her. Things like Hulk shields, things of that nature. You have to do things that nuke Storm or sustain yourself to an extent, because that team up is an actual crutch. And Jeff builds ult extremely quick. So we'll see what happens with Jeff's neutral to see where that falls into the fray. I do think the community will trend on Storm Jeff Ultimate, because in ranked play where a lot of people are mid, even like GM, Celestial, stuff like that, it's heavy poke, like constant poke, try to build ult and secure, like usually low kill games. So something like playing neutral, building Jeff Storm ult, and just team wiping with what you have. Like you ban a Magneto, like Luna doesn't even matter. Like you can literally eat that through Luna ult and kill whatever you want. So I do think the community will trend on that team up for a team wipe crutch. And another one that might be pretty interesting is Hawkeye. He's getting the little buff from Luna, the ice arrow, which goes through walls, it goes through shields, and this is intentional. So he gets a free freeze on whatever he wants, which is pretty big, because at any point in time, and the arrow is not hard to hit, and you can combo it immediately into other arrows. At any point in time, he just gets a hard stun on basically whatever he wants, unless they have something like a mag bubble or like Hulk shield or something of the nature. And Hawkeye, he's got good poke, some of the best in the game. He can erase people. Definitely may be a threat also, and probably will be, truly. Another sleeper one is Penny Parker. So her nest, she can now have 2 of them, and they put out armor packs, and you can like make these mines bend around the walls where they crawl and they seek to the people as you know they're funneling on the point. You can use the right clicks, put more little traps down to connect them all. So Penny Parker may be a sleeper pick here, especially I think in ranked play. I could see her being pretty crazy in ranked play, as you have to deal with 2 nests constantly, so her HP is just like her passive healing is just always there. So yeah, like 2 nests, that might be pretty brutal for some ranked play. So she's definitely a sleeper pick. Be on the lookout for her. We'll have to see how that evolves into pro level. A lot of picks and bans are going to sway the meta heavy, but another thing is, you know, if Storm Jeff becomes meta like that, you know, Iron Man's pretty decent. Like, Iron Man's not as bad as people want to make him out to be, honestly. Unibeam's kind of crazy. And the fact that Ultron has that team up with him, well, here's the thing. Storm's a flyer. You can get combo ult crutches. Iron Man's a flyer. We now have a flying support in Ultron. Next thing you know, outside of the current pro meta with the shields and the ult farming and res comps, next thing you know, you have the potential for a triple flyer meta that you have to deal with. Like, even if their kits aren't the best, the fact that they fly and you have to deal with them like that. What, we ban Hela? Ban Luna? I mean, characters like Inviswoman, they can pull them to the ground. Characters like Bucky, they can pull them to the ground. It's going to truly be pick your poison. And picks and bans are going to matter to what meta evolves. And even Punisher. So we have the potential for a triple flyer meta to occur. And that's why I'm saying, let's be careful with Ultron. People are saying, oh, buff him, like he's trash. Be careful. Because these other team comps, triple flyer meta, Torch got nerfed. It is noticeable. Like, Torch is extremely meta in live right now. He does so much damage. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I've just been hard carrying games with that character. But he's not complete trash. But you do notice him being toned down. But even then, he's still Johnny. Like, Torch is still pretty insane. So we got the potential for, you know, Storm flyer, Ultron's a flyer. You know, putting the drones on flyers is kind of wild. Torch is still a thing. Flyer meta could be a thing. It really could. No one's talking about the potential for flyer meta. I don't know why. So what I'm saying is Ultron may truly be trash, but so what I'm saying is just be careful asking for Ultron buffs. Let good players get a hold of this in this team comp and see what it actually does compared to the pro meta that we know now. Because you buff him too much, and then next thing you know, you have an instantaneous flyer meta that is just, like, you ban Hela, and then what do you do, right? So, on the other side of that, I'm going to talk about one more team comp real quick, and that is a hit scan team comp. So this is really interesting to me because they buff Black Widow, and Black Widow's pretty significant, actually. Her team up with Punisher turns you into a scoped Hela. Literally does. And you can cancel the primary fire into this shot for some quick picks. This ability seems like it's always up, by the way. Like, Black Widow essentially just becomes a DMR character that can 3-tap any squishy out of the sky. And she does need the Punisher team up, but let me tell you, I played some Punisher against some people. Oh my god, he feels so good. Like, it felt like I was aimbotting people. And his ultimate truly is a crutch. He's much faster in it. It still just nukes. And now he has 300 HP again. And then Hela exists, of course. So this is really interesting to me because we actually have like 4 different hard metas that we could fly, like, no pun intended, fly into, and being like triple flyers potentially, res comp that's still here already, the Mag Emma-S type meta, and the Burst ult type meta, or ult farm rather. And with that flyer comp, you know, you could do Storm Jeff if that ends up being that much of a crutch. And then you have the hit scans, which ironically would be a pretty cool meta battle to have a team full of hit scan versus a team full of flyers. So there's just a lot of potential in the season. I'm actually really excited for it to see what comes out of it. And very quickly, I'll talk about the Ultron matchup with Spider-Man. You probably saw it in the video we just did. A lot of our kill combo thresholds, just, he tanks them. Especially if he does both shield abilities with the dash and just the normal one. He'll tank, you know, some really good combos from us on Spider-Man, even if we hit everything, overburst and all that. And he can pretty much instantly dash out of the get over here targeting. like instantly just gone out of it, as you see here in a few of these clips. So he will be hard for us to kill as Spider-Man, no doubt, and he can 2-tap us. So, but I just wanted to put that in the air because I think people may be slightly jumping the gun. If we're being real, there's a lot of people that have been really loud and they've jumped the gun on a lot of characters saying they're bad or not, and they've just simply been wrong. So I would say let Ultron come out the way he is. He does feel like he could use maybe a slight buff for sure, but they got to be careful. Let's let him be played by other people, really good players. Let's see exactly how we need to tune and tweak these characters and what metas come out to the fray. I just felt like I needed to say that because I feel like everyone else is just saying it's trash. This is just dog shit. I'm just like, hold on. Like, can we use our brain here for a sec? But anyways, that's it. That's the video. There's the season 2.5 changes. And last thing I'll say is when you go into 2.5, go experiment. Experiment with the hit scan team comps. Widow, Pella, Punisher. Go experiment with the Triple Flyer, Ultron, Storm, Iron Man, Torch. Plus, Ultron has the team up with Iron Man. Go abuse the fuck out of Storm and Jeff. It will trend in the community. It's different. Trust me. Some of y'all are going to be like, this is so bullshit. They're just pressing 2 buttons and everyone on our team is dead. You better have good Magnetos. Get ready to nuke those storms. You know, Cloak and Daggers, it may be your time. You better get your Shrouds ready. I know you've never used one in your life, but, you know, if you're going to play the character, at least Shroud us from the Storm ult, even though it's only going to last like a second, and that ult lasts like 10 seconds, you're just going to get swallowed and died anyway. Anyways, and that's pretty much it. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to put this in the video too. Everyone said Ultron's damage is trash, right? Yeah, okay. So I guess leave it to the CEO to break Ultron's damage again. As if y'all thought I wasn't going to find the Ultron Tech. Yeah, check this shit out. No, actually, I'm just kidding. I got no cooldowns. I got no cooldowns on. I tried this one. I thought I found something. I was like, oh my god, I just broke Ultron. The CEO did it again. We find all the tech. It's all mine. But no, it's no cooldowns. You know, y'all know I gotta prank you at least once every 2.5 or every mid-season update. I gotta throw a prank in there one time, but imagine if you could do that. Oh my god. But for the most part, I did try to find Ultron Tech. That's kind of what I'm segueing into, and I didn't find anything too significant. I think if you perfect time melees, you might actually be able to primary fire a little bit quicker, but it's nothing that's substantial compared to the execution, so not really any crazy like DPS Ultron Tech from what I checked out and stuff. But anyways, that's it. Damn, this was a yap. If you want me to put out all the godly Spidey concepts, they're all coming. They've been due for a long time. These bitches have been sitting in the editor for months. Anyways, that's it. Holy fucking Yapatron. CEO, shut the fuck up and put the tech in the bag, bitch. Bye, love you.